Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you, Huran?
I'm also good, alhamdulillah.
All right. So, beta, we are at the last learning outcome of our subject, that is, understand the nature of the national environment in which organizations operate. What is national environment? What is national entrepreneurship? What is meant by organizations? All of these things are actually interrelated with each other. When organizations work at the global level, international level, then we count in the global efficiency of these organizations, global environment in which the organizations work. And when we are talking about the our national or local organizations, then we also discuss the national environment, our local environment, our actual environment in which our organization will operate. So, in this learning outcome, we will discuss our assessment criteria number 4.1, which states that explain the importance of national entrepreneurship strategy. What is the importance of national entrepreneurship strategy or local entrepreneurship strategy? Everything that is based on our country, that is national, is also known as the local, that is our country made, our nation made. Objectives: you will be able to understand the national environment in which the organizations operate. Okay, so how the economic systems attempts to allocate the resources effectively. Whenever we talk about the national environment, either national or global or international environment, you can say. So, whenever we are talking about both of the environment, the first thing that we discuss is whether our organization is able enough to relocate or allocate the resources, means all the things that are required for the proper functioning of that organization, although all of these things are available with the organization or not. So how the economic system or how the economic regime of any country helps in allocating the resources effectively, let us see how it becomes possible. Different economic systems will be implemented in different countries according to their demand. Okay, now every country has a different economic system. Why they are having different economic system? Because every country's uh, business industry has excelled in one of the various departments of business. Okay, for example, maybe the business industry of a certain country has excelled in sports department, in spices department, in fabric department. Okay, so that is why the economic system is different for almost all the countries. There are free market economy, centrally planned economy, and the mixed economy. Okay, so there are three kinds of economy. So basically these economies have been classified on the basis of the markets in which the organizations are present. Okay, that is why they are termed as the free market economy, centrally planned economy, and the mixed economy. In the free market economy, government has the fewest or no intervention uh, on supply and demand and the decision making. Decisions are made on the basis of market mechanism. In free market condition, company can easily export or import the products from other countries. Hence, the government does not take decision, but most of the organizations take decision and government has very little intervention. Okay, so in free market economy, or you can say that indirectly in free markets, government bothers a little bit about the market scenario. So similar is the case with free market economy, in which there is no intervention done by the government. Rather, the organizations present in the free market, they take the steps for interventions. Okay, if there is some kind of botheration uh, present from the government, then there will be a little bit of it. Okay, for example, if uh, an organization wants to import something from the other country, or means if the organization wants to do business across the border, then only the government will be involved by the organization. Besides, other than that, of course, there will be uh, no involvement of government in the decisions taking place in free market. In a command economy, or you can say centrally planned economy, government is responsible. In a command economy or the centrally planned economy, the government is responsible for making the decisions and distributing the resources. Normally, socialist countries have fully command economy. Okay, so fully command economy, centrally planned economy, or the command economy, these are kind of economies in which the government has taken over the economy completely. Okay, organizations, they just place their agenda, or you can say their idea, while the actual or the final decisions are always taken up by the government. With which countries they want to do import and export, with which countries they want to do business, all of these things depend on the government completely. Government is the sole decision maker in command economy. Normally, socialist countries have fully command economy. Here, the government distributes all the resources according to the people demand and demography. Most of the countries in the world follow mixed economy, which is the combination of command and free market economy. Okay, so in command economy or centrally planned economy, not only the decisions have been taken up by the government only, but also the distribution relies totally upon the government. Okay, how the government will distribute those imported things, those exported things among the other organizations in other countries or in the same country, it also depends upon the government of the native country. While most of the countries around the globe, they have mixed economy, that is a mix of free market economy and the command or centrally planned economy. Here the organizations are run either by the government or the private organizations. The public organizations are owned by the government, and it takes the decision of those organizations. Private organizations run their operation independently but under government supervision. Government monitors the activities of those organizations. So in those countries where mixed economy is present, then these kind of decisions are usually sometimes taken up by the government, or sometimes it is taken up by the public organizations, and in the sorry private organizations. And in case where the private organizations take some decisions, in that case even the government will be the sole organization that monitor the activity of private organizations. Okay, so there are three kinds of economy system in all the countries, and most of the countries require the mixed economy system. Okay, so explain the importance of national entrepreneurship strategy. What is national entrepreneurship strategy? It is a key input to creating the conditions for linkages between the education system and human resources needs of the country, to address the matching of skills and aspirations to create a sustainable self-employment options. So what is basically the aim, or you can say the reason, the goal, yes, the goal of entrepreneurship, the main aim, the main goal is to create a sustainable self employment options. And how the self employment options will be created? When the HR resources, the human resources, or HR simply, or the education system, both of them when links up together, education system and the human resources needs, when both of them link together to create a sustainable self-employment options, it is known as entrepreneurship. And whenever both of them link together, always a single person will develop the entrepreneurship strategy according to his or her matching skills. For example, if a person is efficient uh, in creating some kind of small scale business. Okay, So of course he will go for that. If a person is able enough to do a remote job, and that is related to either the finance, either the marketing, either the content writing, then of course he will go for that. So in this way he is creating a self employment thing for himself on the basis of the education that he has taken up throughout the years, from his, of course, his childhood to his present age, along with the options, the technological options that is present in the society. Okay, the IT, that is the main you can say the main basis of development of entrepreneurship. Basically the IT allows or offers a lot of fields for the entrepreneurs. So they take up one of all these fields according to their skills, and finally they end up in building themselves more stable, financially stable. Essentially, entrepreneurship is the process of developing, organizing, and running a new business to generate profit while taking on financial risk. Okay, so basically, entrepreneurship always starts up with the process of development, organizing, and running a new business. Means, first of all, you have to develop a new business, you have to organize all the resources available, you have to organize all of your skills according to the business type that you have adopted, and finally you are able enough to run your business independently. Now these are some steps that are usually involved in building up of any entrepreneurship strategy: formulating a national entrepreneurship strategy, optimizing the regulatory environment, enhancing the entrepreneurship education and skills development, facilitating the technology exchange and innovation, improving access to finance, promoting awareness and networking. Okay, so these are the 6 steps that are involved in building up of any national entrepreneurship strategies. So let me repeat, what is entrepreneurship? Whenever you work hard to create a self employment strategy, self employment option for yourself, is known as the entrepreneurship strategy or the national entrepreneurship strategy. The two key things, the two main things that are involved in resulting an independent business and a self employment option are the education system, or the education that you have taken you have taken, plus the resource needs, the human resource needs that are present around you. Okay, along with the IT things that provide you, that aid you in the development of your business, or that aids you in polishing your inner skills. Okay, so basically your inner skills are polished into a business, into a successful independent remote job. So all of these these steps, they are involved in the building of any national entrepreneurship strategy. Now, what are these steps? First of all, formulation of the strategy, of course, because before bringing your ideas, your themes, or you can say your skill, your inner skill. So bringing your idea into the life, into the physical existence, is known as strategy. So first of all, you have to build up a strategy, then you have to optimize the regulatory environment, then you will enhance the entrepreneurship education and skills development. Whenever you are taking a new track, you are changing your track from your basic education system into another entrepreneurship option or self employment option, you have to polish your education as well. You have to polish your knowledge, you have to develop your skills, and after that you will be able to create your own business. You will take the optimum benefit from the technological advancements that are present in your peripheries, in your environment. Okay, and of course you also need to access the finance, you need to be financially stable, a little bit stable, because after you have been able to develop your own business, then of course the thing will go smoothly. You don't have to work that much hard, but of course in the start of the business you have to be financially stable to a little extent, at least as little as a new business startup needs you to be financially independent. Then, of course, promoting the awareness, the last step that is involved in building up of the national entrepreneurship strategy is the marketing of your business. You have to develop the awareness related to your business, regarding your business, and of course, you have to develop the networking as well. Okay, awareness along with the development of networking is known as marketing of your business, and it is very crucial step in the development of your business. Of course, when number of people will know about your business, the nature of your business, the proper, you can say, the mechanism involved in promotion in your business, then of course then they will be able to adopt your thing, to buy your thing, to purchase your services. So marketing of your business is very important thing, and you have to do the marketing of your business time to time. The importance of national entrepreneurship strategy. Of course, in order to study the importance of the national entrepreneurship strategy, we have to study each step in detail. Okay, so the first step is formulating a national entrepreneurship strategy. Entrepreneurship is one of the most important drivers of job creation and economic growth, and is crucial for the development of a vibrant, formal, small, and medium sized business sector. It enhances the productivity growth and can also help find practical business solutions to social and environmental challenges, including the climate change. Okay, so it is one of the most important thing, one of the most important aspect of the job creation and the economic growth. Okay, so job creation and the economic growth or economic stability, it is one of the gifts of entrepreneurship. Okay, national entrepreneurship. Whenever you are skilling, you are polishing your inner abilities, your skills, it always result in uh, job creation for you. So it always results in job creation. You will be able to create your job for yourself through this national entrepreneurship strategy. And whenever a single person in a country is able to create job for himself or to find a job for himself through solely his own efforts, and that too through entrepreneurship, then of course he is adding up in the economic stability of the country. Okay, and this thing entrepreneurship is all also very important for the development of small size business. Now, who owns that small size business, small or medium size business? Of course, the person, the individual that is who is polishing his skills to become entrepreneur is actually able to develop a small or medium sized business sector. So therefore directly playing his part in uh, making the economic growth of the country stable or strong. It enhances the productivity growth and can also help find the practical business solutions to social and environmental challenges, including climate change. Of course, when a number of young people, they are playing their part in developing new businesses. They are playing their part in doing something creative or innovative. Then of course they are basically opening the doors for other people as well. They are basically sorting out the business problems, or you can say they are basically creating the business solutions. Okay, so whenever you keep on doing creative things, you keep on doing the innovative things, you keep on doing something different, something very changed from the previous experiences of the other people, then of course you are actually not only making your country economically stable, but you are also providing the business solutions, practical business solutions to other people as well. For example, some processes, some procedures that are badly affected by the climate change. This is just an example that are badly affected by the climate change. Maybe a person is able to create some solution for those phenomena, for those things. If a field has been affected by the climate change very badly, and a person, entrepreneur, who comes forward by only solely his own work, hard work, and he comes up with a solution to that effect, then of course he is actually providing a business solution, a lifelong solution to a number of farmers, a number of other people. Despite its importance, entrepreneurship is not always actively encouraged in all the developing countries through dedicated policy initiatives. Both economic theory and practice demonstrate that entrepreneurship may generate social gains beyond private gains. A proactive role of the government in supporting entrepreneurship is therefore justified, and it requires a systematic approach. Yes, this is true. In developing countries, the entrepreneurship is not given that much importance as it deserves. Okay, because there is a little awareness. The people are not familiar with the positive points, or you can say the positive effects of entrepreneurship. What they see is that you have to sit on the laptop for a longer period of time. You need a highly active you need a highly active internet, or high speed internet for your work. So they don't know that how much effective is entrepreneurship. They don't know that how much intellectual people every country is having, and they need to polish their skills in order to become entrepreneur. So in this case, the government usually plays very important role in supporting the entrepreneurship in any country. Okay, so in many of the countries, the developed countries, the government come forward to support the entrepreneurs and to support their work in order to create awareness. The second step is showcase policy objectives. What is the objective of the development of this strategy, or what are the main points that should be kept in mind while developing any strategy? Understand the country specific challenges. Okay, so whenever you are taking the new steps for formulation of a small business or medium sized business, you should understand that what kind of challenges your country is facing. Okay, what kind of problems are present within your country. So you should always go forward for the solution of those challenges, those hardships. Specify the goals and set priorities. Okay, so after knowing that from which bad times your country is going through, what kind of hurdles the country is facing, after knowing that, you should specify your goals, you should set the priorities. Ensure coherence of entrepreneurship strategy with other national policies. Okay, so you should also tally that your strategy must always coordinate, or must always tally with other national policies. You should not go against the national policy of your country. Strengthen the institutional framework. Okay, you need to strengthen, or you need to build up a strong organization, or whether it is a small size business, you need to develop a strong business. Measure the results, ensure the policy learning. You should be familiar with the outcome of your business, the end result of your business, and you should ensure that your business will be abide by all the national policies, or you can say the national strategies. Okay, so whenever you are running a business in your country, of course you should devise the policies in accordance with your country's national policies. Second step is optimizing the regulatory environment. The unleashing of entrepreneurship requires an environment that enables the entrepreneurs to create, operate, manage, and, if necessary, close a business within a context where compliance with the rule of law governing the disclosure, licensing, and registration procedures and the protection of physical and intellectual property is guaranteed. Now you are basically you are optimizing the regulatory environment, means what you are going to do is having is actually following all the optimum regulations present in the country. Okay, all the formal protocols will be fulfilled by your business, right? So whenever you are building up the entrepreneurship in yourself, whenever you are polishing your skills, you need to create, operate, and manage a business that will be in accordance with the law of governing disclosure, the licensing, the registration procedure, and the protection of physical and intellectual property is guaranteed. So, what does it mean? It means that basically you are making your business legal. You are making your business legate. Okay, you will register your business in papers uh, in your native country. You will take the license for the smooth working of your business. You will register your business. You will ensure every kind of protection of physical and intellectual property. Means that you will be doing your business legally in your country. The regulatory environment should encourage the people to set up their own business, to try the new business ideas, and to take on the calculated risks, keeping administrative burdens to the minimum required to support the public policy and sustainable development objectives. Okay, so it means in this way, when you are doing some legal business, it means that you are also creating an example for other people that it is possible to try the new business, to develop the new business, to try the new ideas, and even then you can and also you can do these things legally according to the administrative needs. Okay, and ignoring all kind of administrative burden on the government, because if you keep on doing illegal businesses in your country, then of course you are actually burdenizing your government. The government has to take steps to either to close your business or make you to pay hefty amount of penalties and make you to legalize your business after setting up. And whenever you have set up your business and then you will legalize it, of course it will cost you too much. Policy objectives, what kind of objectives or what kind of things that should be kept in mind while uh, regulating the environmental, while optimizing the regulatory environment? Examine the regulatory requirements for the startups. Okay, you have to look up for the requirement that have been stated by the government for the startups. Minimize the regulatory hurdles for the business startups where appropriate. Okay, you have to you should try to provide, or you can say to create hurdles for the government by starting up your business. Okay, try to produce a minimum, or you can say zero hurdles for the government. And not these hurdles will not only affect affect the government but also your business as well, because whenever you provide challenges to the government, of course the government will also make you suffer. Guide entrepreneurs through the startup administrative process and enhance the benefits of formalization. So whenever you keep in your mind that you are basically creating example for other people, for other entrepreneurs, then of course in only in that case you will be creating a startup business uh, legally, independently, and you can say exemplary business. Okay, so remain legal because you are an example for the new entrepreneurs, the other entrepreneurs. The third step is enhancing entrepreneurship education and skills development. Entrepreneurial skills center around the attitudes, that is soft skills such as persistence, networking, and self confidence on the one hand, and enabling the skills, hard skills, on the other hand, including the basic startup knowledge, the basic business planning, the financial literacy, and managerial skills. Okay, so entrepreneurial skills is basically combination of the attitudes and the skills. Attitudes means how much confident you are, how you can perceive your business in a positive manner, how you are able to do the networking for your business, along with the skills, the hard skills that involve what kind of knowledge you have for your startup business, or how you can plan your business. Okay, what is financial literacy, and what kind of managerial skills are present in your personality. Okay, so attitudes and the hard skills, both of these combine together to make you a successful entrepreneur. Effective entrepreneurship education policies and programs focus on developing these entrepreneurial competencies and skills which are transferable and beneficial in many work contexts. The aim is not only to strengthen the capacity and desire of more individuals to start their own enterprises, but also to develop an entrepreneurial culture in the society. Okay, so whenever you are starting your business, you are actually becoming an example, you are creating an example for the other people. So similarly, entrepreneurship is a new thing nowadays. So whenever you are becoming a successful entrepreneur, you are doing everything legal, you are building a new startup of the business, and that too by fulfilling all the protocols, then actually you are creating an example whenever you are building your startup business, whenever you are creating your entrepreneurship forum, then of course you are actually creating an example. So you should create a positive example, a good example for the other people, because you are basically motivating them, you are encouraging them to start their own business. So instead of going for 9 to 5 job, and that too with a little or not so good uh, salary package or wages, you are actually that in this way you are not only strengthening your business, but also you are spreading the awareness, you are motivating the other people to develop some kind of new start to start creating some sort of independent businesses for themselves. So actually you are playing your part in developing entrepreneurial culture in society. Okay, what are the policy objectives? What are the things that should be kept in mind? Or what are the aims of enhancing the entrepreneurship education and skills development? Embed the entrepreneurship in formal and informal education. Develop effective entrepreneurship curricula. Train the teachers. Strengthen the institutional framework. Partner with the private sector. Okay, so because you are developing the skills, you are polishing the skills of other people as well, you are creating examples for them, and now because you are providing a forum for the education of the new entrepreneurs, the new people, then you should keep all these things in your mind, that you have to provide the formal and the informal education to the students, to the people. That is, you are not formally delivering the lecture, but you are also engaging the students in informal discussion as well. Develop effective entrepreneurship curricula. The syllabus outline for the entrepreneurship should be very effective, should be pre-planned, and it is according to the need of the present era. Train the teachers. Okay, mostly the teachers that are providing you with the education related to entrepreneurship are entrepreneurs themselves. Okay, so that is why always employ those teachers that are entrepreneurs, or if they are not, then train your teachers about the entrepreneurship first, and then they will be able to teach the students. Strengthen the institutional framework. Okay, your institution should be strong enough, or your institution should be impressive enough to attract other entrepreneurs, the other students, the youngsters towards you. Okay, your education should be up to the mark, should be updated, and your teachers should be that much qualified, highly qualified, that other peoples get attracted to your institution. Partner with the private sector. Okay, so you need to establish partnership or a relationship with the private sector. Why not the public sector? Because whenever you are doing something, or are doing partnership with the public sector, then you become dependent on the government. Then you have to do everything according to the directions provided by the government. But if you want to do something creative or innovative, of course, in that case you need to do partnership or develop the linkage with the private sector. And the private sector is the main sector that is playing its part in building up the economic framework of any country. Number fourth is facilitating the technology exchange and innovation. Entrepreneurship, technology, and innovation are mutually supportive. Technology provides entrepreneurs with the new tools to improve the efficiency and productivity of their business, or with the new platforms on which to build their ventures. In turn, the entrepreneurs fuel technological innovation by developing new or improving existing products, services, or the processes, and ensuring commercialization. In developing technologies, both angles are important to varying degrees depending on the level of local economic development. The rate of adoption of technologies in use internationally, and the innovation capabilities of the local firms or research institutions. Okay, so entrepreneurship, technology, and innovation, all of these things are interrelated to each other. They are interlinked with each other. How they are interlinked? Technology provides you with the new tools, new softwares to improve your work efficiency, to improve your productivity, improve the productivity of your business. Okay, or sometimes it provides you with new platforms, with new websites in which you can polish your skills. While what will you do in return, or as a result of these provision of these tools? You will develop new things, you will improve the existing products, you will improve the existing services, the processes, or you will create, or you will find the business solutions to the business problems. Okay, as a result of which you are ensuring the commercialization, you are making the services and products quite able or efficient enough to import to the other countries. So in developing countries, both of these things are quite important, and these things are interrelated with each other. So entrepreneurs bring about innovation with the help of technology. Okay, so these things are interrelated with each other. Now, what are the policy objectives when we talk about facilitating technology exchange and innovation? Support the greater diffusions of ICTs to the private sector, promote inter-firm networks that help spread technology and innovation, build bridges between the public bodies, research institutions, universities, and the private sector, support high-tech startups. Okay, so as a result of this, you can say, technological exchange and innovation, what are you doing? You are basically supporting the diffusion of ICTs to the private sector. You are basically promoting the entry of technological advancement in the private sectors. You are promoting the interfirm networks that help spread the technology and innovation. So within the network, so within the firm or among the firms, the innovation can spread only through the technological advancement, only through the IT, information technology. Build bridges between the public bodies, research institutions, universities, and the private sector. You are creating awareness for entrepreneurship. You are providing platforms for the entrepreneurs. You are taking full use of the technological advancement. So you have to build the bridges between the public bodies, that is government bodies, the research institutions, the universities, and the private sector. So in this strand, in this linkage, public sector and private sector are standing on the two edges, while the research institutions, the universities, that is education departments, they are present in between the two sectors. Okay, so there should be a linkage between all the main bodies, the main sectors, the main institution present within the country if you want to spread awareness related to entrepreneurship. Sport high tech startups. Okay, so what is the benefit of supporting the high tech startups? Because high tech startups, they utilize highly advanced technology. So supporting high tech startups means you are educating your people as well. You are motivating them to get education or to get practice, get knowledge related to the highly advanced technology. Okay, means you are basically making your people literate enough to start the new businesses. Improving access to finance. Inadequate access to finance remains a major obstacle for many aspiring entrepreneurs, particularly in developing countries. As recent studies confirm, the global financing gap for micro, small, and medium sized enterprises remains enormous. Entrepreneurs of all types and sizes requires a variety of financial services, including facilities for making deposits and payments, as well as accessing the credit, equity, and guarantees. Okay, so being financially stable is very important. As I told you people earlier, to start up a new business, of course, you don't need a lot of money all the time. If you have a good brain, you have good skills, and you have a little bit of budget, then it is sufficient enough for the size business, small size, or the medium size business. But of course, you cannot start up your business empty handed or with empty pockets, specifically in developing countries. Okay, so that is why it is said that entrepreneurs of all the types, whether they are doing some sort of independent business in uh, area of agriculture, in the field of agriculture, in the field of sports, in the field of fabrics, so every kind of entrepreneur need some sort of financial stability. What kind of policy objectives are required, what kind of things should be kept in mind, or what should be the aim related to financial stability? Improve access to the relevant financial services on appropriate terms, and promote funding for innovation, building the capacity of financial sector to serve the startups, provide financial literacy training to entrepreneurs, and encourage responsible borrowing and lending. Okay, so your organization, or if you are not owning an organization, you should improve the access to financial services whenever you are working on entrepreneurship. Basically, the access to the financial services should also be improved. You should tell the entrepreneurs how they will opt out for the services that will provide them with not hefty but suitable kind of finances, or subtle financial stability. Promote the funding for innovation. So if you are actually owning a business, owning an institution, a startup, You should also promote your business for funding of your business. Okay, because you are bringing about innovation in the society. You are doing some new things. You are bringing about the creativity. You are improving the quality of already present products. So you should always promote the funding for your business. Build the capacity of the financial sector to serve startups. Okay, or also you should uh, create awareness, or if you are not able to create awareness, so before creating that awareness you should build a capacity of the financial sector to serve the startup. Means that you are having some sort of financial assets to start your business, to serve your startup. Provide financial literacy training to entrepreneurs and encourage the responsible borrowing and lending. You should make them learn related the education related to the borrowing and lending for developing new startup, for developing their new businesses. Comes promoting awareness and networking. Negative socio culture perceptions about entrepreneurship can act as significant barriers to enterprise creation and can undermine the impact of policy intervention in support of entrepreneurship. Okay, how, or you can how much important is create promotion of awareness and networking for your business? Of course, because entrepreneurship is a new thing that, and especially in developing countries, many people have a negative perspective of entrepreneurship. Okay, so now you have to change their idea, their concept about entrepreneurship from negative into positive aspect. So it means that you have to work hard. The impact of regulatory reforms in support of startups or to facilitate access to finance for entrepreneurs will be less than optimal if large sections of the population do not consider entrepreneurship as viable and rewarding option. Okay, you are not only promoting your business, your platform, but you are also creating, you should also create the awareness related to entrepreneurship solely. Okay, as as a job, as a platform, or you can say self employment option. Why? Because if most of the people will not encourage entrepreneurship, will not consider entrepreneurship as a rewarding option, then of course the entrepreneurship will totally fail in that country. Okay, so if they think that this is kind of job, this is kind of job that has been forced upon them, and there is no positive aspect of entrepreneurship, then of course no one will do it with interest, full interest. Okay, so fostering an entrepreneurial culture that positively values entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship is a key determinant of the success of an entrepreneurship policy framework, and it is also crucial factor to overcome the culture of dependency either from the governments or the aid donor. So you have to spread the awareness related to this point. You have to tell people that you become independent whenever you polish your skills and you take the help of information technology, and you create a business solely upon you by yourself. Okay, so there, it is very important to create awareness about the entrepreneurship, because when you stop talking about something, you stop talking about an important aspect of the society, then with the passage of time, that thing, whether it's an aspect, whether it's a job, whether it's a person, then with the passage of time, of course it will hibernate into the past. Okay, so it is very important to keep on creating awareness, to keep on making the people aware of the positive outcomes of the entrepreneurship. Okay, what are the policy objectives when we talk about the awareness and networking? Highlight the value of entrepreneurship to the society and address the negative cultural biases. Okay, you are basically highlighting the importance of entrepreneurship to the society. Raise awareness about entrepreneurship opportunities. You have to create awareness about the opportunities that entrepreneurship is basically offering. Stimulate the private sector led initiatives and strengthen the networks among entrepreneurs. Okay, you have to motivate or stimulate the private sector owned initiatives and strengthen the networks among entrepreneurs. Okay, you should not promote the public sector owned initiatives. Why? Because the public sector initiatives are totally owned by the government. You cannot promote them. Okay, if you want to make the people independent enough, you want to make them independent business person, then you have to promote the private sector led initiatives, private sector owned initiatives. Okay, so this was all about the national entrepreneurship in sorry the national environment in which the organizations operate. How do we develop an entrepreneurship strategy, and how do we promote the entrepreneurship in our country? What are the pros and cons? Of course it has a lot of pros, but cons are not present. So, what are the positive outcomes of the entrepreneurship? Okay. So, this was all about today's lecture. If you have any question, please tell me.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right. Beta. So, can you please tell me what is National Entrepreneurship Strategy?
Ma'am, like creating things for easiness for the people of the environment, living in the environment, society, making ease for them in education or anything.
Yes, exactly. Polishing your skills for your own benefit
Yeah,
and
ma'am.
income.
National entrepreneurship is like for your own benefit as well as for the society's benefit as well. Human resource,
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Both of you are right. So, Beta, this was all
like
about.
and also it helps to give more employment in the country. The
Yes.
national strategies of the organization, entrepreneurship.
Yes, exactly.
Find out. Do we have to first find out about like we have to take one organization
Mm-hmm.
and then we have to sector, or what are the strategies of the entrepreneurship, as you have just explained us. We have to include these all things in that, right?
No, you don't have to add entrepreneurship in your task number one. I think so. It is
Okay.
just about the types of organizations, their roles, their responsibilities, and their
The purposes, different
yes, the
types of
purposes.
purposes of
Yes, exactly. You
uh
have to choose one select organization. You have to select an organization, and you will explain its responsibilities, just whether it is fulfilling its responsibilities or not.
uh
And along
okay,
with
fine.
that PPT, you have to prepare, create, sorry, write a handout for your
Handout, yeah.
yes.
Like yeah, handout, in handout we have to describe those things which I have explained in PPT. We have to give point to point in the handouts, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly.
In a written form, not in the PPT form. In a Word document, we have to write those things which I wrote it in the PPT.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. You have to write them in the word form.
Okay, fine.